This time, Travelogue will take you to Harbin, a beautiful city located in northeastern China, famous for its fabulous ice and snow festival and various exciting winter games. So get your package on and ready to join Travelogue and begin a freezing journey.
Well, you can see I've got pretty much everything in here, including good thick woolen socks. I've got my thick woolen jumpers, a lot of them. I've got ski pants. I've got a big thick ski jacket. So it seems like I have everything, including my thermal underwear. And these shoes with these thick boots, these are quite important because you need to pick ones that have fur inside so your feet don't freeze to death. That's quite important. And last but not least, I've got these heat packs because my circulation is pretty bad. You just stick them in the sole of a shoe and they're supposed to heat up your feet and keep them lovely and tasty. Okay, done. Just need to work out how to close that. And this time I've actually been pretty organised, I have to say it myself, and I have a to-do list. Woo! So I'm on my way to a snow sculpture competition in Harbin that happens every year, but I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Check out this snow fountain coming up here. 师傅，你们在干什么？
在这个堆雪画。
堆雪画。这些雪是从哪里来的？
这些雪吧是从那个地下那个井，100多米深这个井抽出来的水。哦。经过这个盒子模型往那里装完了采石了，采石了吧2天，完了冻，完就实上了，不冻不行发散，一颗发散了。
一车队是多大
？3米乘3米乘4米高。3米乘，
哇，很大。Don't be too hasty to dismiss these giant snow blocks. Under the careful manipulation of these artists, the snow cubes are miraculously turned into various exquisite snow sculptures. I've never seen or even imagined that snow can be made into such pieces of art. And among these works, I have my favourite. 这个作品太漂亮了，是一个人吗？
对，他是一个藏族老人一个藏族的母亲，表现这么一个形象。
做一个作品要多久？
这个作品是4天。
4天？
对。
哇，做这个手匠你要什么训练？
他需要有绘画的基础，能画画，然后呢有一些空间的这种艺术，再一个也需要你长期在外面有耐寒的能力，再一个是需要你有工具非常好，如果不好的话也刻不出来。但是我认为最好的作品还是说，把你自己的内心的东西能够用血来表现出来，我觉得这才是最好的。
It's quite apparent to see that each snow sculpture takes a great deal of creativity, planning and endurance. But after slaving away in this extreme weather, they really are worth their salt. Well, after all these fantastic looking snow sculptures, I'm going to make my own. Man, I give up. The snow is the most powdery thing ever. It's amazing for walking in, but impossible to make a snowman, which is what this is, by the way. Compared with snow sculptures, ice sculptures are more difficult to make because ice is harder to carve and shape. At the International Ice Sculpture Competition, held annually in Harbin, you can see the highest standard of ice sculptures. Ice sculpture masters from 13 countries gather together in Jiaolin Park to hack, drill and polish their sculptures. When the night falls, lights are added to give an extra charm to the crystal sculptures.
Well, if you think all ice is transparent, check this out. It's not plastic, which is what I thought it was originally, but everything in this place is made of ice, every single thing. And the way they do that in this case is they put colouring into the water, in fact, before they freeze it, and then they get this fantastic result. So, pretty cool, huh?
But believe it or not, this is just an appetizer before the main course.
Well, I'm kind of familiar with this kind of stone structure brickwork, but I've never seen it in this much ice form. Imagine how much ice it takes to create this magical wonderland. Check it out.
This is the world-famous ice and snow world, and the reason why thousands of tourists flock to Harbin every winter on January the 5th. The 600,000 square metre Harbin Ice and Snow World is by far the largest ice amusement park in the world. The LED lights put inside the ice create a snazzy crystal world for all the visitors. Well, this place is absolutely unbelievable. Every single bit of ice here has come from the local Songhua-jiang River. But the commitment to architecture here is absolutely amazing. To think they've constructed all this just for these two coldest months, January and February, and the lighting and everything is just like nothing I've ever seen before. If only it were a little bit warmer. The theme for the Ice and Snow World is the Kingdom of the Fairy Tale. The various castles and palaces drag you to an imaginary world that is reminiscent of childhood fantasies.
Well, I've been pretty impressed by the exterior of these buildings so far, but let's go and have a look to see what's inside.
There's only one path inside the ice castle, and it leads all the way up top to an awesome view of the whole park.
So of course the only way to get down from any snow castle is by slide. This is the biggest one in the whole of the Ice Festival.
If you can make it to Harbin on time for the Ice and Snow World, there is plenty of fun to be had. Be prepared for ungraceful landings as the huge ice slides transport you across the wonderland. And if you are lucky enough to visit the park on the opening ceremony day, you'll catch a spectacular fireworks show. Combining ice lanterns with fireworks gets kids and adults pumping. Be sure to bring enough clothes, including a thick hat, scarves, gloves, and a mask. The entrance for the Snow Sculpture Festival on Sun Island costs 150 RMB, and you can take the number 85 bus to get there. Also for 150 RMB, you can enjoy the mesmerising ice sculptures in Jiaolin Park. The entrance fee for the Harbin Ice and Snow World sets you back 280 RMB on weekdays and 330 RMB from Friday to Sunday.
Hello, my name's Isabel. You're watching Travelogue, and here I am in Harbin. Stop. If you think this is just child's play, you should see what the crazy adults get up to in this place.
Swimming outdoors under the blistering temperature of minus 30 degrees, you must be joking. But in Harbin, winter swimming is considered a tradition and has become a popular sport that is said to energise and revitalise the body.
Well, what they've done here is break through the ice, which means that these temperatures in this water are relatively warm, but still 0 degrees, and these crazy cats are managing to swim up and down. We've had about 50 people out here so far. They seem to really be enjoying it, and apparently it's a very refreshing break, not one that I think I'll be doing myself.
The winter swimming competition is held on Songhwajiang River every winter. You'll find all kinds of people, both men, women, old and young, taking part in the games.
你的感受怎么样？
啊，很好，
很好吗？不冷吗？
有点冷。
有点冷，
给我先走，给我先走。
哪里来的？
我从浙江义乌。
这样都有。
为了健康。
很爽吗？
很爽。
很爽。哎呀，这头。
好了，好了。
你看疯狂。It's crazy.
To my surprise, I also find an Australian competitor in the game.
Oh, careful. Sorry, I knew you want to wear some clothes on, but what made you come here to Harbin to go swimming in these freezing conditions?
Well, I've raced in Hawaii, England.
Oh, you do this as a hobby?
Yeah, I do ocean swimming as a hobby. I thought, why not this?
No, you're crazy.
No, it's fantastic. You
It
should
must
try
be
it.
pretty different to Australia's
Yeah, it's
weather.
very different to Australia.
Well, I'm going to let you put some clothes on. Oh, put some shoes on!
Well, I can safely say that this sport is not quite my cup of tea. But there are other sports that I can get involved with. For sure, keeping active is the best way to keep warm in these Arctic conditions. It's no wonder Harbin people are so enthusiastic in various winter sports.
Well, if you come here in the summer, you definitely can't stand here, which is right on Songhwajiang River, in the middle of it all. And actually, this ice is extremely strong, as you can see. It can contain a 10-ton truck. So you can come here in the daytime and participate in all sorts of activities here at Happy Valley. So let's go and see what the locals do. Well, I guess the kids here are used to making the best out of this weather, as you can see by all these games they're playing. Check this out. 你好，小朋友。这个游戏叫什么？
这个游戏叫抽娃娃的，特别好玩，这是我们东北的特有的一个游戏。
啊，你可以教我一下，你怎么办？
这个就是我们说的抽娃，抽娃，抽的就是这个娃。
啊 ，OK， 你教我一下。啊！有点危险。
你先抽一下，
呀！
试一试。
什么窍门？怎么做？
就是。把这个棍子抡一下，让这个鞭子抽到这个杆上。
OK。
这能让它。得抽准了这个。
这样啊？我做错吧？
其实这个抽娃还是挺难学的，就是。吧。
Okay, so I've got one myself, so I can practice together. 我们一起做吧。Oh no, wrong way. Whee! Woo, this keeps you warm. Woo! I think I'm getting pretty good at this actually. A little bit dangerous because my whip is in his face, but the hardest part is standing up.
Having nearly mastered the game, I find another extreme sport. Ice climbing? It's definitely in the Olympics.
I'm gonna watch your step here. Come on.
It'll cost you an extra 30 RMB to borrow a pair of skating shoes, or you can bring your own. But don't miss the chance to go for a slide here, even you skating rookies like me.
I feel like I'm just learning to walk. How do you stop?
But let's hope I don't suck at all these winter sports. Woo! Alright, I'm not a total beginner when it comes to skiing. Just a 2-hour drive away from Harbin, you can find a perfect place to whiz up and down the slopes.
So Pingshan is one of the areas you can come to go skiing, one of my favourite sports. And I've actually been a few times before, but luckily for those of you who haven't, there are instructors on board the whole time. So Mr. Zhang here is going to tell us some of the basics.
咱们对于初学者来说呢，首先应该学的是一种离式刹车，也叫离式制动。就是说呢，让风板形成一个内八字，两个板间的距离呢，大约在10厘米左右，有10公分。滑雪的姿势始终是那个前倾的，臀部呢要在脚后跟的前方，不要落后，这样滑行往后容易摔跤。咱们初学者正常应该是一种摔跤的姿势，正规的摔跤姿势。如果说咱们从那车上滑下来的时候啊，正确的摔跤姿势，还是往后下身体向前。 这是正规的摔跤姿势。
Zhang's teaching skills are ideal for beginners, but for me, no lessons needed, thank you very much.
Okay, ready to take off. Bye, kids. What a fantastic view it is to be skiing here. We're kind of at the base to the middle of the mountain, and all around you can see these beautiful tranquil mountains. We've got people of all levels here, which is fantastic. And at the bottom there's a little surprise waiting. Let's go and see the animals. Okay, now let's go skiing. Soba! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Wow, check out the reindeer. It's really Christmas now. Yeehaw, Bambi! We are done. Well, these beautiful little Bambi creatures are roaming all around these mountains. There's actually 2,000 of them in total. They're semi-wild actually, they were raised in a farm, but they've got the freedom to roam all over. It's amazing just bumping into them on your ski journey, not what I expected. Yeah, I think he's searching for food. You're not going to find any under the snow.
I don't want to disturb these lovely creatures too much. I decide to get back to the ski park and take on some more challenges. I'm afraid that's just too tricky for me.
I need to build up my muscles.
Well, skiing is definitely my winter sport of choice. And for those more experienced skiers, your needs can be satisfied with greater heights.
Now once you've mastered the basics and you want something a little bit more exciting, you can take the cable car all the way up to the top. Let's go! Woo! Sajid!
Wondering whether I'll make it alive? Shoop, shoop, shoop. Entrance for Happy Valley costs 100 RMB. You can use all the facilities available. But if you want to borrow extra equipment like skating shoes, it'll cost you an additional 30 to 40 RMB. To ski in Pingshan Ski Resort, it's 120 RMB for 2 hours. If you want to hire a ski instructor, it's an extra 20 to 50 RMB. It costs 20 RMB for adults and 10 RMB for students to enter St. Sophia Cathedral.
You're watching Travelogue!
Winter swimming, ice festivals, and plenty of activities. Harbin people are pretty good at making the best of their freezing winters. And here's one more way.
多少钱
2块。
好，我给你吧。Now, if there's one thing I've learnt about the Harbin people, it's that they will not let the cold stop them having fun. And this is a prime example of it. Ice cream in this weather. Yes, it's really here. Really? Well, apparently the local people say that eating ice cream helps you feel warmer actually on the inside because it's so cold outside. But personally, I'm frozen. Well, if you think you're brave enough to conquer the chilblains, then dig into these ice lollies, which are surprisingly popular. The shop assistant tells me that they sell roughly 10,000 lollies every day. Oh, now this is more my kind of outdoor treat. These wonderful looking array of toffee fruit. 这个多少钱？5块，我给你吧。谢谢。Woo! 谢谢。Now this is much better than an ice cream. I'm located in the very heart of Harbin City, Central Street. Along this street, you can take a peek at various Russian-style architecture and the unique ice sculptures that decorate the entire city. And now we come to the most famous tourist spot in the whole of Harbin, St. Sophia Church. Standing in the prosperous business area of Harbin, the ancient St. Sophia Orthodox Cathedral gives us a sample of the city's history. Well, right behind me is St. Sophia Cathedral, which was built over 100 years ago by the Russians. And it is the largest Eastern Orthodox cathedral in the Far East. And it's called God's Wisdom because it's said that it's so beautiful and so magnificent that it was apparently built by the hands of God. St. Sophia is said to be the perfect example of Neo-Byzantine architecture. It's impressive to see this huge church standing at 53.3 metres tall and occupying an area of 721 square metres, displaying such exquisite details. Be sure to pay a visit here and you'll find that besides ice and snow, Harbin definitely has far more to offer.